The next day, I end up having to hunt around a bit at the start of lunch when I find that my usual vending machine near the dormitory buildings is sold out of my usual favourite canned coffee. The detour takes longer than I expected. That seemed like a very long paragraph to read. Things have been so hectic lately that it takes some time for me to register why something smells different as I walk through the school gardens back to the cafeteria. The grass has been freshly mowed. Oh, I love the smell of fresh grass. Hands up if you love the smell of fresh grass. Anyone? Anyone else? Anyone else? My hand is up. Am I the only one? Come on. High five for people that like freshly cut grass. High five. Come on. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Good high five, guys. Good high five. The realization makes me pause and watch for a bit. The odd group of students chatting or playing around on the grass and a couple of teachers conversing on the path ahead of me make for a very idyllic scene. Unfortunately, a feeling of imminent dread starts creeping up on me after a while. The feeling that I'm not alone. Hold on. Imminent dread. This is either gonna be Misha or Kenji. God damn it. Hey Hisao, is that you? Yeah, it's me. God damn it. I guess I should be happy. No, it's him and not say a slasher. I'm a slasher of prices. Kenji begins talking as if he's having a conversation with someone other than me. Knew it. That haircut is unmistakable. No normal person would have a haircut like that. Unconsciously, I start touching the back of my head. Once I realise what I'm doing, I feel insulted, yet too surprised to even get indignant about it. Yeah, what are you doing here? Measuring the temperature. Measuring the temperature. You're measuring the temperature. Winter will come soon. Winter is near. Winterfell? Anyone? Game of Thrones? It will be too cold for women to go out and have their Sex in the City style power lunches, followed by obstructive human way formulation walks in crowded urban areas. And they'll also get fripple, am I right? Fripple? Anyone? Frozen nipple? No? Okay. When this happens, man will be able to walk the streets unfettered once again, and reclaim what is his heritage. In order to prepare for that day, I've been eating nothing but pizzas for the past week, to store energy. Yep, I'm sure that's storing lots of energy, Kenji. Okay, that's what bears do. Yeah, you're not hibernating, buddy. So, there is much we can learn from the bear. Kenji nods, emphatically agreeing with himself. Okay, so check this shit out. I was in town today buying milk, right? They had a new clerk, some hipster girl with a baseball cap and 2 hockey sticks on it. I call her hipster hockey baseball hat girl. I noticed the milk didn't have a price tag, so I told her to get over there and label that milk for future generations. He was in town today? He must have cut his morning classes. I want to scold him, but his verbal tone prevents me from getting a word in, like always. She told me not to bother her because she was sick. Sick? Sick? We live in a society here. You can't just opt out of human interaction because you're sick. Hold on. Kenji's talking about opting out of human interaction. Who's the one that isolated himself in the room during the festival? Do you know how much effort it takes me to even get up in the morning? I still do, though. And I got up that morning to go down there and buy milk. Not to have my vital questions and brushed aside by some hipster doofus college girl who wears a hockey baseball cap to work indoors. Anyway, I was just trying to uphold the integrity of her product. A milk carton without a price tag? When I see something like that, it just leads to questions, important questions. It's her job to answer them, damn it. I would just lie in that case and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. The milk has just come in, and we haven't had time to label it as with a price because assholes like you keep asking why the milk doesn't have a price." That's the problem with women. They have no sense of duty. I get diarrhea a lot. Oh, that's good to know, buddy. Thanks. But you don't see me complaining about it. I soldier on and do what I have to do anyway, because that's what being a man is all about. Even if you have diarrhea, you keep going, with the dream of a better tomorrow, so you just shit your pants as you're walking along. Cool. You know, frequent diarrhea is bad. Diarrhea of any case is bad. Maybe you should stop drinking so much milk. Can't do that. It's what allows me to maintain my awesome strength. In this world, a man's strength is the only thing that can be beaten out of him by an increasingly pussy-whipped society. That's why I walk around leaving open jars of olives everywhere, sometimes just to show that I can. Right, you officially are mental. You make no sense, Kenji. Do you refrigerate after opening? What? Man, I don't know, that's not important. You have to refrigerate after opening. Even elementary school kids know that. They can't get the jar open in the first place, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that's true. I'm a genius. He self-assuredly rubs his chin, which is something I imagine scientists do, until I met Matao and was tremendously let down. Matao isn't a scientist, he's a teacher. Anyway, I can't go to that store again, since it's clearly been compromised by bitches. Unless I disguise myself. Maybe change to a different pair of glasses. Yep, that's definitely gonna do it, man. Best disguise ever. It's been working flawlessly all these years. I don't even need glasses to see. They're for effect. Right. Also to protect my identity. I'm like Superman. Best disguise ever. I'm telling you, when people see my school ID, they can't even recognize me. Really? Let me see. Can't do that. I can't go around showing my ID to everyone. It was made long ago, in a different time. I had hippie hair. Oh god, I want to see this. While I'm trying to imagine that, Kenji takes his glasses off. Whoa! Kenji doesn't look like too much of a douchebag anymore. He squints as soon as they are off his face, which makes him look even more tired than he already does. He was right. He doesn't look very different. He does look very different. Kind of like he hasn't slept in years. Not different enough for it to be a good disguise though. You need more sleep. Nah. You look like you need it. No way. These are just eyes of a man who have seen things. A shaman's eyes. Terrible things that you can't imagine. Like when I made a ship in a bottle and my mum sat on it. Oh gosh! There was blood and shreds of floral print everywhere. That's what life experiences. Reminds me of One Man, One Jar. Don't Google that. For the love of God. Kenji doesn't seem very horrified, even though I think this is actually the first time he told me about himself that could have been legitimately traumatic. He's also talking about 30 degrees to my left, so I guess his blindness is real. I wave a hand in front of him anyway, to little effect. Man, I hope you realise I'm just joking. I laugh pretending that I did. Somehow looking in my eyes is more difficult than usual. Looking him in the eyes. Want some trivia? People with small eyes wear big glasses. I've read that somewhere. It's because it makes your eyes look less beady. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. That was cut off quite abruptly. He puts his glasses back on and I feel oddly relieved for a moment until I remember that I still have to deal with him. Glasses or not. Well, anyway, douchebag is back. The artist girl wanted to paint my portrait once, I think. I had to talk to her like 5 times before she started making sense. Must have been Rin, I suppose. What'd she look like? I don't know, a woman with sandals. I was hoping you'd say something more specific, like she had no arms. Rin does wear sandals, but I feel like the chance of there being another free-spirited female art student wearing sandals besides her is reasonably low. Okay, reasonably high. I was thinking, sure, someday after I burn all documentation that I exist, it might be okay to leave a portrait behind, so that people can look at it and remember the saviour of mankind. They'll need it to model the statue, just like Cave Johnson. Am I right? Then I thought about it some more and had to turn her down. It was tempting, but she wanted it for some school thing. It would be displayed. People would ask who I was, only I haven't saved society yet. So it would be pointless. And then if someone recognised me, I'd have to explain myself. That's already a chain of events I don't want to deal with. I don't want to get mixed up in some weird situations. Shit like that always happens. Sticking out is a surefire way to get put on a list. That's why I make such a careful effort to blend in with people in my daily life, until I can make my move. Sure. What list? Bucket list. There are many lists. Bucket list? So what are you doing here anyway? I'm sorry, why are we still talking to Kenji? Nothing, I kinda got here by accident. I was enjoying the freshly cut grass, but you decided to fuck it up by coming along. Happens to me all the time. Well, I hope that works out for you. I think I'm going to go back to my dorm room. I need to set my TV to record my shows. Do you have TV? Yeah, you've got TiVo. Yes, you should come over sometime. We can watch the game in high definition. Ooh, or maybe he's got an Xbox. I wonder what his gamer tag is. Before I can ask him what he's talking about, he's gone. He left like he came, with zero respect towards other people. Kind of amazing. Now that Kenji is gone, I resume looking aimlessly at the school gardens in their summer splendor. It's no use. He ruined them for me. Thanks, asshole. When I get back to the cafeteria, exhausted but alive, I think of eating lunch with Shizune again, but find her sitting at a table with Misha already. If it were anyone else, I would think they were too far away from me to hear them. This is Shizune and Misha, however. If I wanted to, I could eavesdrop on their conversation easily. What a dirty thing to think about, but it's there. I don't want to do it. I don't want to, though. Oh yes, you do. They must have a lot of catching up to do, even if it's only been a few days. I'm inclined to just leave them alone so they can do just that. However, the second they see me, they wave me over. Oh, god damn it. Hi, Hachan! Hearing her voice again after such a short time apart is jarring, and I wince. Yes, I'm sure it's just as jarring for you viewers out there. These past few days, I had forgotten that communication with Shizune is almost entirely silent and concentrating on getting it right. I had turned out even ambient noise. Well, I'll get used to it again. I'm glad she is back. I'm done making up all my work, just in time. I won't have to miss the festival. Wahaha! If they really tried to enforce that, I would pull you out on student council business. If they really tried to enforce that, you would pull me out on student council business? Wait. That's abuse of power. No, it isn't, Hachan. Hachan says that if there were only 2 student council members overseeing the festival, it would be a problem, wouldn't it? Yeah, definitely. It has to be at least 3. It's for the good of everyone. For the good of everyone. It's perfectly reasonable. It's necessary. Shizune leans across the table for a bit as Misha delivers her slightly disturbing, militaristic justifications in a childish, bubbly up and down tone. Shizune looks so happy though, tempting her fingers and trying to hold back a laugh as Misha pouts more seriously on her behalf. If you say so. I'm actually happy right now that we can talk so easily to each other, all 3 of us. In the beginning, I thought that I might have found myself in a bad situation. I was sure that Shizune would hate getting saddled with being tour guide for the new guy. I didn't want to be that kind of burden either. It would be awkward even if she weren't deaf and mute too. Just now, she said that we would all have to be at the festival, the whole student council. I don't think that the student council has any real jurisdiction over Tanabata. It's only Shizune's way of saying that she wants to spend it together. It's nice to have friends. It is indeed. It's a simple thought, but no one makes me genuinely happy. But one that makes me genuinely happy. That we can slip into being with so much ease, despite the roundabout way in which she said it. I'm glad that Shizune thinks it strongly enough to express it all. Why did you wait until we waved you over to come sit with us? A question out of nowhere. Shizune's eyes are expectant as Misha repeats her message. I feel like teasing her. You want me to sit with you that badly? We're in the student council. We should sit together as much as possible. It's logic. Nice way of dodging the question there. Well, not dodging the question, but sort of dodging your true answer, like you just wanted to sit with me. Anyone would jump at the chance to sit with 2 cute girls anyway. Oh, okay, that's just getting cocky. She pauses, in case I might say something like, "You're not that cute," and instantly lock myself into an obvious no-win situation when I don't take the bait. Shizune becomes more energetic and continues. You're abnormal. Thanks. Well, I didn't expect you to end it like that. You're too quick to call other people abnormal. So arrogant. Oh, Jesus. You're too quick to call other people arrogant. That makes you arrogant, and arrogance is also abnormal. You're double abnormal. It doesn't work that way. It's a sliding scale. Ha 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 ha. Leaning on her arm, Misha closes her eyes and lets out a low, slow laugh like a chuckle. Don't laugh. Don't laugh in this kind of situation. Dang. Misha just got shut down. I notice that Misha signs everything I say to Shizune anyway, even though I'm signing myself. This is redundant, but it's an unconscious action for Misha. On the other hand, I can't stop. I let myself take it easy and sign less just because Misha is back. Then what was all this for? I don't want to risk losing familiarity with how to sign either. My hands are pretty slow to speak on my behalf as it is. Hachan, you and Hachan talk to each other much more now. Back and forth. It's really funny too. Like an old married couple, right? Right? What a loaded comment in so many ways, although because it's Misha, it can't have been on purpose. That's not a compliment. Shizune doesn't react to Misha trying to pair the two of us up. Maybe she didn't see it. Sometimes it does happen. I've noticed. I still wonder if it's really that simple and why I care so much, but I don't want to think about it too hard. I want to leave. I keep thinking that I'm hogging Misha's time with Shizune, and it could be that Misha cut in just now on purpose, feeling that way too. I doubt that either of them will let me leave though. In some ways, they're too nice. I wouldn't call it nice. Anyway, Shizune, if you really want to know, I didn't want to sit here because I didn't want to intrude. I thought that because of Misha being away for supplementary lessons or whatever, you two would have a lot to talk about and I should just leave you alone to catch up. That's why I thought I would just hang back. Don't worry, Misha, I'm not trying to monopolize your zone. Wahahaha! Hachan, it's not like that. You're so considerate, Hachan. Hachan is sorry and apologizes. I don't really think it's worth apologizing over, so don't worry about it. Hey, don't you both think that since Misha is back, we should go celebrate somehow? I think so. So you're asking Misha that since Misha is back, we should go celebrate. Huh. Hachan, usually having to make up work isn't something to celebrate over. No, it's a good idea. Timing is perfect, and Shizune said that the student council should have a little fun too sometimes. You've probably heard that too, right, Misha? It should be fine. Actually, wait a second. Didn't you have to make up work because you were missing so many classes to begin with? So skipping out to celebrate would be kind of stupid. Maybe the timing isn't perfect. Like I said, we could go after school. Where should we go? Misha speaks Shizune's question to her aloud before she even stops to think it over, both of them completely ignoring me. Hey, listen to me. Two-man short-sighted student council team. Wahahaha! Hachan, you're a part of this team too. Yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, you are, Hachan. So forgetful and troublesome. I feel sorry for the girl who falls in love with you. That's you! I wonder what I'm gonna say. I don't say anything. Where do you think we should go? I'm laughing in spite of myself, wanting to point out how Misha seems so enthusiastic now when she was the one who was the most apprehensive about it just a few seconds ago. For whatever reason, I can't bring myself to do it, but this is okay too. After a short discussion on where to go, it seems like the only place that all three of us know and are willing to travel to is the Shanghai. Well, that's boring. Seems like the place to go in all of these paths is the Shanghai. We'll go see Yuko. We haven't seen Yuko in quite some time, so we'll go say hi. A tea house doesn't look like a bad place to celebrate, especially because I'm sure they sell cake there, and cake is the most celebratory food. The cake is a lie. I haven't seen Yuko in a while. Damn it, Hisao is reading my mind. Me and him are seriously one. I'm not even kidding. And neither have the girls. For all of the reasons plus the fact that it's so close, I end up standing in front of the little tea shop with Shizune and Misha before I know it. And before you know it, I've ended this episode. Well, not really, but I'm ending this episode now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you next part.